from the personal collection, but I haven't sent it in, so let's see if we should. The corner was okay, but these edges are pretty bad. You can clearly see all of the edge wear, and there's so much paint missing, you can actually see the hollow foil layer underneath. There's also lots of dirt. You can see some here, and all of these little black dots are also dirt. You can see the severe paint chipping continue, and plenty of dirt coming along for the ride. Now along the bottom, we have the wonderful use of the word rotund. And although less severe, the paint chipping continues. But contrary to everything we've seen on modern cards, this corner looks pretty good. Now when you get really close, it's pretty cool how you can see all the different layers on this card. You can see the cardboard layer, the metallic hollow foil, and the top layer. And I'm not even going to call this exposed paper fibers. This is an exposed cardboard layer. Another decent corner. Top, not so good. Now let's check out the hollow. Lots of easily visible light and heavy scratching. But when you move to the bottom of the portrait, it's actually
not bad, not bad.
Now it is pretty beat up, but I think it could be worse. Continued mix of light and heavy scratching, and you can see some speckles of dirt. And this card also appears to have suffered a stab wound along the top border. And it actually kind of looks like a happy face. Let's see what it looks like under the black light.
What the hell?
This was a bad idea. It looks worse, way worse. All of the minor scratches that we couldn't see, plus fading to the card, all stands out so clearly with the UV light. Even the scratches that were hiding in that big old belly become visible with the UV light. Lots of dirt specks and micro scratches, and I've had enough. Let's take a look at the back. This looks terrible too. Aside from the obvious paint chipping, you have an exposed cardboard layer and fibers, heavy duty damage to the interior portrait, and it looks like Snorlax himself sat on the back of this card. Now that is damage to the card, not the top loader, and this is paint fading away from the top layer. Terrible corner. Here you can see all the exposed fibers, and that top layer that's withering away. More heavy damage to the bottom edge, and I think it's safe to say this card has seen better days.
Oh yeah.
And when you get this close, you can really see all the fibers separating and a couple different layers on the card. And while examining this close doesn't really matter for grading, I still think it's pretty cool. That corner is pretty beat up. And I guess the front corners look so good because the back is destroyed. More dirt. And I think if you look closely, you can see some roller lines. And somehow this edge actually looks worse. The tears go deeper into the card and there's way more scratches. That corner is pretty much destroyed, and so is the bottom of the card. Now I'm scared to say this, but let's take a look with the black light. And you can see lots of scratches. The fading around the damage we saw earlier is much clearer. Lots of dirt, lots of fading, lots of pretty much every single defect a card can have. Perhaps the only other damage that could be done to this card is ripping it in half. Let me know if you guys want to see me use some Kurt's card care. Well anyways, after giving this card a thorough inspection and considering all the damage we've discovered, I think if we were to send this card into PSA, it would probably come back a 2.